If you are afraid of what they think before you even start, you're losing the game before you even begin. People fear making changes that make them look different to other people. If you fear somebody's perspective of you, you're most likely going to ride into exactly what they are believing that you will fail to do. Basically meaning, if you're sitting in fear and if you're constantly afraid of judgment, you're noticeably different and more open to being judged. If I'm around somebody and I feel like they're forcing themselves or their character, I can instantly tell. I can instantly understand, like, okay, he's nervous or she's nervous or whatever it is, and they're kind of like trying to be portrayed as a certain character, and you can feel that. So when you are, place yourself in the other aspect. When you are that person who's afraid and you're nervous and you're sitting there and you're trying to like match energy, the other person probably can feel that. So don't try to match energy, just literally do or be the energy that you want. And most times the energy that you have will connect to somebody else's energy, even if they're completely different. Because real energy, like original, authentic energy, is way more, connecting or like easier to relate to. The differences in everybody is what makes us like each other, for different reasons, or like enjoy each other's companies, because another person will understand what I'm going through, even if they've been through it in an entirely different way, or if they've never been what I've been through, but they understand how I feel because of what I've been through, and they're there for me, you feel me? They have their original energy and they're aiding my energy when I need help, or vice versa. Being your authentic self allows for you to see things you've never seen before, things that other people need to work on, things that you need to work on personally. Because when you start being self-aware and conscious, I'm over here saying conscious, that, oh my God, what was I saying, bro? Conscious of what you need to grow in or what you're lacking. Like, you become more aware of just what's right in front of you, instead of thinking about what will happen or what has happened. When you're like in the present and placed in your authentic self, you kind of are able to live how you want to, continuously be aware, continuously be growing, continuously be trying and becoming a person that you want to be. But all that stems from being your authentic self, your original self. Even if it's super weird and super different, just do it, just be it. Like, I like weird people. I've spoken on this before for sure, but I like weird people. Like, I like people that are goofy and like stupid, and also just like can be unexplainably themselves. Like, even off of first meet, like if I meet somebody and I've never met them before, there's a limit to how crazy you can be probably, but like, I enjoy when somebody's off rip just themselves. Like, I already know that I'm gonna be friends with that person, or like that person's gonna be a person that I'm gonna enjoy their energy, and vice versa, because I also have original energy, which I built. And the reason I am aware of this and the reason I am speaking on this, let me clarify, is because in my past, like when I was a kid, would have like a follower energy. Like, if I saw somebody do something and I wanted to do, I'd be like, oh, I want to do that. So like, I would get other people's, inspired by other people's ideas or actions, and then I would do it myself. So I consider that to be a follower, and I didn't like that about myself. I didn't like feeling like I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do about anything in any aspect, because not gonna sit here and act like I know exactly what I want to do with my life. But in simple aspects, like if somebody asked me like what I liked wearing or like my genre of music, in the past I might have rolled the crowd and said whatever was my friend group was listening to or whatever it is. But like, now I've learned to be more real with myself, and like that came with losing a lot of people. I don't talk to as many people, and the people I do talk to, it's like I only see them every once in a while, but I enjoy their space and their time. Like, I enjoy their energy. A lot of people disappeared and it's normal. It's normal to lose a lot of people along the way, especially when you're growing, especially when you're changing and learning and knowledgeable of where you want to be placed and how your life is going to go, or like in which direction you would like to take steps in. You start changing yourself. So basically what happens is you shed new skin. So this is you and you shed skin, and this is the new you. But everybody was connecting to the old you, to the skin you shed. So you try to come back around, you can for sure 100% still relate to the people that was around you, of course, if they're able to grow too and everything, of course, completely understandable. But a lot of times they don't like the changes that you're making. You know, they might not understand exactly why you're doing what you're doing, because you're doing it for personal reasons. You're doing it for personal gain. You're trying to change yourself and develop into a person that you want to be. And their time will come in that aspect, if that ever happens to them or when it happens to them. But if it's happening to you now, accept that it's okay to be different and change. Don't be afraid of what they think about you. You know, the new you. If you're doing it wrong because people are not around you as much anymore, or if you feel lonely because you are on a path that does require you to work by yourself, you know, like, you're the only person that can determine your life and which direction it goes, no matter who's pushing you or who's not. Like, it's all up to you, and you should be selfish in this aspect. You know, your personal life with no one else but you and your thoughts. You want to make healthy. You want to be friends with your thoughts and your mind, and be at peace with not overcrowding thoughts, or, you know, insomnia coming when you try to sleep. Or you want to be healthy and with your mind and your body, and spiritually you want to be healthy. And that takes time. That takes working on yourself and trying and failing and continuously wanting, you know, desiring more for yourself. And in that process, a lot of people will judge you. A lot of people will think that you are acting different. A lot of people will feel like you're not the same as you used to be, because you're not. And you have to accept that. You have to accept being a person that can't relate to these old versions of yourself. You grow and you get better, but you ultimately become a person that your younger self needed while you were growing up. So a person that you would look up to, you know, and like be like, I want to be like them. That's the person you should try to become. A person that is able to help people and even yourself through trauma and lessons and mistakes. And you want to become an energy that everyone can feel and grow with. And in doing that, it has to be original. It has to be authentic. If you do feel like you're afraid of other people, and, you know, not afraid as in scared, but afraid of their words, because that's really what it is. You're fearing their words and you're scared, so you don't do this certain thing because you don't want to hear these certain words that they're saying. But if you fear that, what you need to do is seclude yourself, I think, and work on your mind mentally through journaling and running and reading. I highly suggest that to become a different person than you are, if you do want to grow, to run, write, and read. And these are just the ways I've done it. I've also worked out, of course. I'm a coach. I coach other people, but it's all mentally. You know, the most growth that you can make is mentally. And there really is so much to change about yourself that you can. And you're constantly growing all the time, all the time. You'll take a video of yourself and you'll think you look so good, right? And then later on you come across the same video and you're like, damn, I was ugly as shit. But it's just the realness of what it was, you know. Don't bash yourself. Like, accept that this is who you were and this is what you grew from to now. And continuously grow, because it will always be like that. And I don't feel ashamed of mistakes I made or past versions of myself. There are things that I did regret at one point, but I've learned to accept a lot of them, if not all of them. So that's how you should live, with no fear of failure, no fear of judgment, no fear of your own thoughts. You want to be your biggest supporter. That's what I wanted to talk about today. If you haven't already, check out my Instagram for daily motivation, and I am going to be sharing my journey on there personally about my fitness grind and everything. I'm going to be trying to do it every single day. So if you would like to join me and watch me, or, you know, even call me with a free one-on-one call, go to my Instagram and check out my bio if you would like a one-on-one call to help you in any aspect that you need, as well as courses that I've implemented to develop your mind or also your physical body. So if you're interested in that, go check it out. Thank you for tuning into the video. I deeply appreciate you. It's nothing new that I am inconsistent in. I'm trying to get better on my YouTube grind. I'm trying to get better being consistent with myself in all aspects, because whenever I'm doing these things, it's not just one, but it's all. My mental, my physical, and my environment is what I try to work on. So every single aspect. So that's why it's so in and out, because I'm trying to do everything at once, but it is steps. So yeah, I'm getting better every day. Thank you for tuning in. I love you. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, and good night. And I appreciate you for taking your time to watch this video. If you would like to join the family, join me. All right, peace out.